Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a quick video sort of refreshing you on Newton's second law and how it minimizes force. So what I've got here, let's remember that Newton's second law is force equals mass times acceleration. Now the big thing that we can do here is we can remember that acceleration is actually equal to the change in velocity divided by the time. So the amount of time that it takes for that change to happen. Now, if I take this and I plug it in there, I can actually do that. So let's do that. Let's erase that. And let's erase A. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to move it there. Okay, so now what I see is I've got this new formula here. Force is mass times the change in velocity divided by time. And if we rewrite that, we can actually have it look like this. Force equals mass times the change in velocity all divided by time. So let's break down each one of those things. Mass. Now, there's no way to change the mass of the egg. I can't make the egg heavier or lighter, so that is going to be constant. Now, the change in velocity, I don't have a ton of control over that except for the height. So the higher I go, the bigger that change in velocity is going to be. So I'm going to write down that the change in velocity depends on height. So since it depends on height, there's not much that my egg catching device can actually do. Oh man, hang on, I didn't mean to do that, guys. Get rid of that. There's not much that my egg catching device can actually do about it since that depends on height. Now, well, all that leaves is time. And this is the thing that I can affect. So I'm going to write egg catcher can affect, let's go affect this. Okay, so the egg catcher can affect that time. Now let's think about this. Since I have an inverse relationship, since my time is in the bottom of this fraction, in order to make force smaller, I have to make time bigger. Okay, making the bottom of the fraction bigger makes the overall thing smaller. So my goal here, in order to decrease the force, is to increase the time. All right. So think about if I want to increase the time, another way of saying that is going to be to make it take longer for the egg to slow down. All right, so we think about examples of that out in the real world. An airbag is a great example. Okay, so let's see if I'm going to draw, let's see if I have Mr. McSparron's face here. Okay, big bushy eyebrows, Mr. McSparron's face. Smile, some good looking hair. Okay, so Mr. McSparron is driving down the road, and there's a crash. If my face is going to hit my steering wheel, then it's going to slow down really quickly. Kaboom! And here, look, we'll be like, oops. We'll be like, ah! Ouch. Okay, so the steering wheel is going to make my face slow down, or make my face slow down really quickly. It slows down almost all at once. Now, let's add an airbag into that mix. Okay, if I've got an airbag, then suddenly my face starts slowing down here, and it's got all of this distance as the airbag deflates to slow down. So instead of slowing down instantly at this point, it's going to take all of this distance to slow down gradually. Gradual slow down. That gradual slowdown is what allows me to have a smaller force. Gradual slowdown means small force. Okay, hopefully this video helps out a little bit. If it's still feeling confusing and you have any questions, make sure you just come ask me and I'll explain it more.